नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्नति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, welcome to this afternoon class where we are looking at the teachings of Queen Kunti, and we have reached the 14th verse of this Kunti Stuti, and we are at this thing. So, in this verse, Kunti Maharani is remembering the Damodar Leela of the Lord. Like, in these next set of verses, she is describing the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, how it is so difficult to understand what exactly the pastimes of the Lord, and it says in one lecture I had heard that Kunti Maharani was present during she was present in Vrindavan when the Damodar Leela took place, So here now she's recollecting again, how during that Damodar Leela, how you were crying and the mascara of your eyes was spreading all over your face, and you were so scared, fear personified is fearful of you, the Supreme Lord. But you, the Supreme Lord, is fearful of Mother Yashoda, a mere mortal, you're afraid of her. And see how amazing your pastimes are and bewildering, nobody will understand. How can the Supreme Lord be afraid of anybody, So here, and further Prabhupada explains how it's very difficult to understand the Lord, we will not be able to gain complete knowledge about Krishna at all, that's what is being said here. And how the Brajvasis, or the rather the gopis, love Krishna rather than knowing about him. They're least bothered who he is, they just know that he's our Krishna, and we want to just love him and reciprocate with him, that's how their understanding is of Krishna, that way. So we are at this paragraph. Who would like to read this paragraph? When Krishna saw Mother Yashoda coming with a rope. Yes, Hare Krishna. Somebody would like to read this? I hope I'm audible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji, you're audible.
You are not shared the screen, Mataji.
Pardon, Prabhu?
You are not shared the screen.
Oh, sorry. Extremely sorry. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Sorry. Yes, Prabhu. You can see it now? Is it visible?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see now.
Yeah. You would like to read, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
May I read, Mataji?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. When Krishna saw Mother Yashoda coming with a rope to bind him, he immediately became very much afraid, thinking, "Oh, Mother is going to bind me." He began to cry, and the tears washed the mascara from his eyes, looking at his mother with great respect. He appealed to her with feeling, "Yes, Mother, I have offended you. kindly excuse me. Then he immediately poured his head. Kunti Devi appreciated this scene, for this was another of Krishna's perfections. Although he is the supreme personality of Godhead, he puts himself under the control of Mother Yashoda. In Bhagavad Gita 7.7, the Lord says, Mata paratara, parataram Nanyanti kinchit asti dhanyanjaya. My dear Arjun, there is no one superior to me, yet that supreme personality of Godhead, to whom no one is superior, bows down to Mother Yashoda, accepting, my dear mother, yes, I am an offender. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
You
Krishna.
can read this paragraph also, Mataji.
Okay.
This next paragraph also.
When
Yeah.
Mother Yashoda saw that Krishna had become too much afraid of her, she also became disturbed. She did not actually want Krishna to suffer by her punishment. That was not her purpose, but it is a system still current in India that when a child creates too much of a disturbance, his mother may bind him up in one place. That is the a very common system. So Mother Yashoda adopted it.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
Mataji.
yeah, thank you. So, Prabhupada, in his purport, he's saying like how one should not be much concerned about getting to know about Krishna, but one should love Krishna unalloyedly. Yes. And one should not expect something in return. Like prior to this paragraph, the Prabhupada is saying that normally people go to the temple or the church to ask something like, I pray to you, but you give something to me in return, like, So, like how Prahlad Maharaj also tells Narsimha Dev that I'm not a businessman, I'm not a vanik, I'm not some businessman to trade with you, that I'll do bhakti and you give me something in return. So I'm not like that. And please don't tell me to ask you some boon or something. Prahlad Maharaj prays to the Lord. So similarly, Prabhupada also says that we also, like the gopis or the Vrindavan Vasis, we should be loving Krishna without anything, expecting anything in return from him. Yes. And here in this Kunti Maharani is on that platform only. Yes, wherein what she is asking the Lord, like you give us more troubles. Yes, you don't give us peace and prosperity and this, but give us more troubles so that every time in those situations we'll be able to remember you and you'll be able to you come to us to help us out, like So I want that. And in this the Damodar Leela which she's describing, she's saying how like though Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and there's no one superior or equal to him. But still, what is he doing? He's bowing down before his mother, Yashoda. Yes, why? Because he's accepting his offense of having breaking the pots, then stealing the butter, distributing it to the monkeys and everything, and all that. And he's showing, like, see, I'm so scared of you, and I'm totally under your control, like. And due to which he's crying fearfully that now she'll catch me and she'll beat me, like for what I have done wrong, So that is very bewildering to Kunti Maharani. She's saying, see, you're the supreme Lord, but still you're surrendering and you're totally showing that you're under the control of your mother. Karke. Yes. And seeing Krishna crying so profusely, even Yashoda Mata is bewildered and she's quite scared, like, oh my, like, when they explain the Damodar Leela in detail, the acharyas say, why do you think Yashoda Mata was scared when she saw Krishna crying? Yes, anybody must have heard those lectures where, the acharyas, what the acharyas interpret each situation of that Leela or each expression or this of that Leela. So why do you think Yashoda Mata was scared? Like, when she saw Krishna crying so profusely. Yes, anybody? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Krishnamurti Prabhu, you put your hand up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. That is
Yes.
Matru Vatsalya.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And what else? Anybody else? She was scared that, Krishna may leave the house and go away. Therefore, she was very scared. Oh my, if I scold him so much and if I beat him or something like that, then he'll really run away from the home. And then how will I live without him? That was her fear. So therefore, she's also very fearful when she sees him crying so profusely. And then she's, fine, and she throws away the stick. Yeah, she throws away the stick. But why does she want to punish him? She just want to correct him for the wrong which he has done. Yes, which is a normal system in India. Like in India, it's very common that the parents shout at the child, or maybe beat him very lightly to make him realize, the child realize that you've done something wrong and next time you shouldn't be doing it. Like as compared to the Western culture, where you cannot even forget beating your child or something, you cannot even speak to the child very loudly also. Yes, that way. But this is a common culture in India, where the children are rebuked by the parents if they do even some small mistakes, for them to realize that, oh fine, I'm done this something wrong, and next time I should not be repeating it. Yes, so this is the normal this year. Yes. Okay, who would like to read the next this? Yes,
I will,
this scene is,
I will read,
yes,
Mataji.
sure, Prabhu, go ahead.
This, this scene is very much appreciated by pure devotees, for it shows how much greatness there is in the Supreme Person, who plays exactly like a perfect child. When Krishna plays like a child, he plays perfectly. When he plays as a husband of 16,000 wives, he plays perfectly. When he plays as the lover of the gopis, he plays perfectly. And as the friend of the coward boys, he also plays perfectly.
Yes, you can read the next this also,
The
Prabhu.
coward boys all depend on Krishna. Once they wanted to take fruit from a forest of palm trees, but there was a demon named Garbhasura who would not allow,
Gardabhasura.
Gardhabasura, who would not allow anyone to enter the forest. Therefore, Krishna's boyfriend said to Krishna, Krishna, we want to taste that fruit. If you can arrange for it. Krishna immediately said yes, and he and Balarama went to the forest where the demon was living with other demons, who had all taken the shape of asses. When the ass demons came to kick Krishna and Balarama with their hind legs, Balarama caught one of them and threw him into the top of a tree, and the demon died. Then Krishna and Balarama killed the other demons the same way. Thus, their coward friends were very much obliged to them. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Pranams Mataji.
So, yeah, thank you, Prabhu. So, related to the Damodar Leela, what did Prabhupada saying that, any role or that the Lord is playing, be it of a child, husband, father, lover, friend, anything, all these things are being played very perfectly by the Lord, because He Himself is perfect. Since He Himself is perfect, whichever role He plays. Yeah, here He's playing like the child in the Damodar Leela. So He's so scared of the mother, so that role also is playing so perfectly. Yes, so anything he does, his activities are so perfect, and this is how the pure devotees or the acharyas visualize, and thus they appreciate his perfectness in which whatever he does, that way. And then another lila is being explained by Prabhupada, that is of the Tal Vriksha, Tal Phal. Yes, there was in Talvan, there was a forest which was full of tal trees, palm trees, and there the ripe fruits were there, and the smell was also coming very far off, and the cowherd friends request Krishna that we would like to eat those tal fruits, because they're smelling so sweet, so far also. So we would like to go there, but there we cannot enter because there is one asura staying there. Actually, that asura's name is Dhenukasur. At least in the Krishna book, it is mentioned as Dhenukasur, because he has taken a form of the ass and he is residing in the forest and he's not permitting any of the residents of Vrindavan to come and enter that forest and eat the tal fruits. So when the cowherd friends express their desire to Krishna, so Krishna is very much willing to satisfy his friends' desires. So he and Balram enter this and they shake those tal trees, whereby all the fruits fall down, and that shaking is so vigorous that the asura Dhenuka asura is aroused, like, he's thinking, who has got the courage to enter into this forest in my presence and steal the fruits like that way. So then all the asuras associates also come and they fight with Krishna and Balram, and Dhenuka is killed by whom? Dhenuka asura is killed by whom? Yes.
Balram.
Balaram Prabhu
Balram.
Mataji.
Balram kills him. He holds one of the hind legs of that ass and he rotates him so hard that, and he throws him away, So all the asuras also killed similarly. Yes. And thus they satisfy. So it's like these leelas also, the coward friends are so dependent on Krishna, totally dependent, and they know that he's definitely going to do whatever we desire. Yes, they, at least they don't know also whether he's the supreme lord or who, but just he's our friend, and whatever we tell him, he'll definitely do it for us. That is their faith, and this in there in Krishna. Then further another leela is explained. Who would like to read this paragraph?
Maybe Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
On another occasion, the coward boys were surrounded by fire. Not knowing anyone else but Krishna, they immediately called for him. And Krishna was ready. Yes, thus Krishna immediately swallowed the whole fire. There were many demons that attacked the boys. And every day the boys would return to their mother and say, Mother, Krishna is so wonderful. And they would explain what had happened that day. And the mothers would say, yes, our Krishna is wonderful. They did not know that Krishna is God, the supreme person. They only knew that Krishna is wonderful. That's all. And the more they perceived Krishna's wonderful activities, the more their love increased. Perhaps he may be a demigod, they thought. When Narad Maharaja,
Hello.
Nanda, sorry. When Nanda Maharaja, okay. When Nanda Maharaja, that is Krishna's father.
Your name and எவ்வளோ years experience?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Please mute yourself. Please
என்ன
mute
salary?
yourself.
Shobha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please
Resume
mute
pay
yourself.
slip அனுப்புங்க இன்னைக்கு ஈவினிங் வாங்க இன்டர்வியூ.
Shobha Mataji.
Mataji,
I have muted herself. I have muted her.
I'd say, oh, Nanda Maharaja, your child Krishna is wonderful. And Nanda Maharaja would respond, yes, I see that. Maybe he is some demigod. And even that was not certain. Maybe. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah. So here two leelas, many other leelas are being explained, but two prominent leelas are being explained by Prabhupada. This is, one is the fire. Like, suddenly there's a fire in the forest while they are in the forest, like, while they are grazing the cows in the forest, suddenly the forest fire is there. And whom do the cowherd boys call to? Krishna only. Yes, they're so confident that Krishna is there to help us in any situation. He's their age only, but still they know that he can do anything which we cannot do. Yes, that much faith and this they have in him. Yes, but they don't know whether who he is. He's the supreme personality of Godhead or Bhagavan, who we don't know. But only we know that much, that he is there to help us in any situation. Yes. So when the forest fire is there, they call out to whom? Krishna. Yes, and then Krishna is immediately there and he swallows the whole fire. He doesn't do that in front of his friends. What does he tell them to do? Yes, first, what does he tell them to do? Yes, anybody knows this Leela?
To save them from the fire.
No. What does he tell them to do? Does he swallow the fire in front of them?
No.
Then what does he tell them to do first? He he tells him to close their eyes.
Okay.
Yes, he tells him to close their eyes and then he swallows the fire. Yes. So the Lord is also not so this that, oh, fine, I'll show my superiority in front of everybody, like, that way. So it's not that. So he tells them to close their eyes. Yes, I'll take care of that, but first you'll close your eyes. And then immediately he swallows the fire and then he says, okay, fine, open your eyes now. So what do you see? The fire is gone, like, this is how. So every day, whenever they are going out for grazing the cows, every day, like one toy is being sent by Mama Kansa. Yes, Kamsa is sending one toy in the form of asuras for Krishna. Yes, and Krishna is playing with them, he's killing them, and then another asura comes. So every day the boys have something new to see, and they see how Krishna is, killing these people, and he's protecting all of us. And every day when they go home, they have stories to tell their parents there. How great and wonderful Krishna is. Yes, which is accepted even by the elder Gopas and Gopis also. Yes, he is indeed wonderful. Yes. And then the Nanda Maharaj is also told by the elder Gopas that your son is a very wonderful person, like, Yes, he's able to, though he's just a 7-year-old child, he's able to convince the elder Gopas to stop the Indra Puja, and start worshipping Govardhan. Yes, because Govardhan is more important to us than Indra. It is Indra's duty to pour rain. No, there's no need to worship him separately. Yes, he just has to be doing his duty. Yes, and when Krishna also wants to kill the pride of Indra, so that's how he's able to so nicely convince the elder Gopas and his father that Indra Puja is not that important, which was going on from many generations. But just a 7-year boy is able to convince them, and they listen to him, and they go and they stop the Indra Puja, and the same ingredients are used to do the Govardhan Puja. Yes. And later on, when the rain, incessant rain is there, that time they don't blame him. Yes, that time they don't say, oh my, we listened to this foolish boy, and now we have to face these consequences. No, that time also they were totally dependent on Krishna. Yes, and Krishna indeed protected him. Yes, so as the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, yes, what does the Lord say in Bhagavad Gita? Yes, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Isami Masucha. Yes, yeah, you don't fear at all. Once you all have surrendered to me completely, I will take care of you all. Yes, so that's how these Vrajvasis were there. Yes, the Gopis, the Gopas, and all the Vrajvasis of Vrindavan were totally surrendered unto him. Yes, and as I mentioned, I don't know whether I mentioned once in this class also, the Sharanam Vraja. Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tvam this Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. The Vraja word is which is there, like Govind, uh, uh, the Maharaj of Bhubaneswar, not getting his name, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, he was a disciple of Prabhupada only. He used to say this Vraja is referring to whom? The word Vraja is referring to the gopis. Like, how do you need to surrender to Krishna? How the gopis surrendered to Krishna. In that mood, you have to surrender to Krishna. So that time only it will be called full surrender. Yes. So how the inhabitants of Vrindavan and the gopis surrendered to Krishna totally. Yes. And then they were totally fearless. No, we've surrendered to him, he'll take care of us. We need not worry at all. So the same thing is being said there also, na? So we also need to practice how we can surrender ourselves to the Lord in the mood of the gopis, that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So further, who would like to read? That's the inhabitants.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Mataji. Pranam.
Yes, Mataji. You both want to
Okay.
read?
Okay, you read, Mataji. Okay.
Yeah, one later on there are more paragraphs. You all can read. Yeah, one Mataji can start.
Okay, Mataji, I'll start.
Yeah, yes,
Hare Krishna, pranams.
yeah.
Thus, the inhabitants of Vrindavana do not care who is God and who is not. They love Krishna, that's all. Those who think of first analyzing Krishna to determine whether he is God are not first class devotees. The first class devotees are those who have spontaneous love for Krishna. How can we analyze Krishna? He is unlimited and therefore it is impossible. We have limited perception and our senses have limited potency. So, how can we study Krishna? It is not possible at all. Krishna reveals himself to a certain extent, and that much is sufficient. We
You can
should
read the
not
next
be
paragraph also. Yes, go ahead, man. Sorry.
sorry, we should not be like the Mayavadi philosophers who try to find God by speculative deduction. Neti neti. They say God is not this and God is not that. But what God is, they do not know. Materialistic scientists also try to find the ultimate cause, but their process is the same. Not this, not that. As much as they advance, they will always find not this, not that. But what the ultimate cause is, they will never find. That is not possible. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, yeah. So further, Prabhupada is explaining that the Brajvasis were least concerned about who Krishna is. They just loved him. Yes, he's a loving Krishna, and we need to just be dependent on him, and he'll take care of us. They were not even interested in finding out, is he really Bhagwan, or from where he's come, from where is all these superficial powers coming and all that, nothing. They were not analyzing at all, fine, Krishna is there, just we turn to him, we call out to him, and he's there to help us out. That was their this. So in this way, these are the pure devotees or the first class devotees, yes, who don't want to understand who Krishna is. Yes, fine, we know who is Krishna because it's been told in the Vedas. Who is he? He's the supreme personality of Godhead, and we accept that. Yes, we don't want to further analyze, is he really God, and we try to understand how can he do this, how can he do that, was he born in the prison, how did he get out of the prison, this, that, and all. We don't want to understand anything because Krishna is unlimited. Yes, and with our limited material understanding, intelligence, and senses, we will never be able to understand Krishna, who is unlimited. Yes, so they don't get into those speculations only. Yeah, and doubts also. Is he Krishna? Is Krishna Bhagwan or not? Why this, that, and all? They don't want to get into it. Similar to what the Mayavadis do. Yes, the Mayavadis or these scientists are just experimenting. They're experimenting with their fickle minds, and they're never able to come to any conclusion. Yes, they're speculations. They're speculating without arriving at any conclusion. Yes, and they cannot, even if they have found out something, they cannot perfectly say, yes, this is for sure. This is for sure. Yes, they say, oh, maybe it could be, or this. They're still very doubtful. Yes, so therefore, pure devotees shouldn't be like these Mayavadis or the scientists who cannot come to any conclusion about the Lord. Yes, therefore, the Lord in Bhagavad Gita also he says that Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tatvata Tvaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mameti So Arjuna. Yes, those who are able to understand Tatvataha, yes, as it is, my birth and my Leelas. Yes, what is going to happen to them? That they're going to return back to my abode. Yes, there's no doubt. They're not doubting. They're just hearing it and saying, yes, this is Krishna. This only Krishna can do. Yes, so they're saying that they're totally understood about his birth and his activities to the exact point, and they don't want to speculate, get into arguments, or you know this what to say you know this what to say, speculations and all that, and this accepting as it is, Yes, so that is how we as devotees also should be doing. That is what Prabhupada means to say. Yes. Further, Mataji, the other Mataji could read, who wanted to read this, what
Hare
to
Krishna,
speak of.
Mataji.
Yes,
Dandavat
yes,
Pranam. I should
yes,
start from what to speak.
yes, what to speak of.
Hare Krishna. What to speak of finding Krishna? Materialistic scientists cannot properly understand even material objects. They are trying to go to the moon, but actually they do not know what it is. If they understand what the moon is, why do they come back here? If they knew perfectly what the moon is, they would have resided there by now. They have been trying for the last 20 years to go there and stay, but they are simply seeing not this, not that. There are no living entities and there is no possibility of her living here. Thus, they can report on what is not on the moon, but do they know what is there? No, they do not know. And this is only one planet or one star. Hare Krishna.
You can read this also, Mataji.
According to the Vedic scriptures, the moon is regarded as a star. The scientists say that the stars are all suns. But according to Bhagavad Gita, the stars are of the same nature as the moon. In Bhagavad Gita 10.21, Lord Krishna says, Nakshatra nam aham sashi. Of stars, I am the moon. Thus, the moon is just like the many stars. What is the nature of the moon? It is bright because it reflects light from the sun. Therefore, although the scientists say that the stars are many suns, we do not agree. According to the Vedic calculation, there are innumerable suns, but in every universe there is only one.
Yes, yes. So
Hari.
here,
Thank you.
Prabhupada is comparing Vedic knowledge with this scientist knowledge, you know. Yes. So Prabhupada is saying if these scientists have really gone to the moon, yes, and what was if they had understood perfectly what exactly is the moon planet and what would be the benefit of residing there and all that, if they knew this knowledge perfectly, they wouldn't have come back. Yes. First of all, they mustn't have gone to the moon only. Prabhupada, at that time also, when Prabhupada's alive, that moon thing was going on in America. Yes, by Sputnik, they were trying to go to the moon and all that. And I think they had landed also there. That's what was shown, like, you know. Yeah. So that's how. So, but Prabhupada totally denied. They mustn't have gone to the moon at all. They must have gone somewhere else, but it was shown like they've reached the moon karke. Yes. And that time only Prabhupada released that book of his uh, 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 what planetary systems that anybody knows that name of that book. I'm not getting this. uh, what is it? I'm not this. It was a short book, you know, which he had written. Uh, Anybody remembers? Getting the name.
The small book, Mataji.
Yeah, middle. This. What it is? Journey of self.
Journey of self-discovery.
No. Uh,
Journey to other planets, Mataji.
yes. Journey to other planets, like that only something.
Second chance.
I'm see, not you don't remember sometimes, like, you know, names.
Perfect questions and perfect answers.
No, that is no. This it was related to how you can travel to other planets, like, you know, through the yoga system. That was the this, like, you know. So how the yogi is, like, you know, through your mind also you can just travel there and come back, like, you know. That is the
The
this.
perfection of yoga.
No.
Easy journey
Elevation
to
to
other
other
planets,
planets or
Mataji.
something like that. Elevation to other planets or something like that is the name.
Easy journey, I think.
Easy
Easy
Yes,
journey to
journey.
easy
other
journey to
planets.
other planets. Perfect. Yes, that's the name. Easy journey to other planets. Yes, that time also that book specifically he had released, you know, and said, see, through such yoga system you can go to the other planets. No need of spending so much money and all this and all that, like, you know. And once you go there, you need to stay there. Yes, because each planet has jivas there. Yes, even on the moon planets, there are living beings. Yes, as per those respective climatic conditions of each, even on the sun planet, there are jivas. Yes, the living entities are there on the sun planet also, and they've been given like those bodies to suit that respective climatic condition. Yes. So, but these people, they went there and they saw, no, there's no living being at all here. So it's not a place where we can reside, like, that way. But it's not that with these material senses and all, we can't see those living beings there. Yes. Yes. But in each planet, there are living beings. Yes. That is the creation of the Lord, which, yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, somebody wants to say something. Yeah. So this is
Shobha
what.
Mataji.
Yes,
Shobha
ma'am.
Mataji has to be. Shobha Mataji has to unmute. I mean, she's unmuted. So her
Okay.
office, yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, now you continue, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how Prabhupada is trying to compare that these scientists don't have proper knowledge, but they are trying to experiment on their half-baked knowledge. Like, even they consider the moon to be a separate planet. But according to our Vedic, this, what is it? The moon is also a star. Yes. And in Bhagavad Gita also this says, the Lord says, na, in the Vibhuti Yoga, the 10th chapter, that who am I? I'm the moon among all the stars. Like the other stars, the moon is also a star only. Yes. But it looks like the sun because it reflects light from the sun. And the same is with the stars. So what the scientists think, there are many suns. Yes, there are many suns, but in one universe there is only one sun. Yes, so in this universe there is only one sun. There are not many suns. Yes, because there are many innumerable universes. Yes, innumerable universes. What analogy does Prabhupada give related to the innumerable universes? Yes, anybody? Yes, he gives an analogy, na? Can these innumerable universes be able to be counted? Yes, from where are the universes coming out? Yes, the
Supreme
innumerable.
Garbhodakashaya Vishnu.
Garbo.
Yeah, no, not Garbhodakshai Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Shiro Dakashai.
No.
Hmm?
Karnodakshai Vishnu.
Karanodakshaya Vishnu.
First it's Karnodakshai Vishnu, then Garbhodakshai, and then Shirodakshai.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, Mataji.
From the pores, hair pores of the Karnodakshai Vishnu, one universe is coming out. So what analogy does Prabhupada give related to the innumerable universes? Can we count them? Can
No,
we count
Mataji.
them?
No.
No, Mataji.
He gives an analogy. He gives an analogy, na? Yes. It's similar to what? A sack of mustard seeds. Can we count the mustard seeds in a sack?
No.
Yes.
No,
So it's
not
similar
possible.
to
No,
that.
Mataji.
The universes are so innumerable, they are like the mustard seeds in a full bag, in a full sack, which cannot be counted at all. Yes. So these scientists, they don't know this. Yes. So how will they be able to understand that there are innumerable suns, but in one universe there is only one sun? Yes, only one sun. And now we are in this earth planet, so there is only one sun on this earth. Yes, but these material sciences, they don't know. All this is there in our scriptures, but they don't want to refer to that, and they still want to keep experimenting, spend money, time, and everything, and they come to no conclusion at all. No conclusion at all. So therefore he used to criticize them and used to call them rascals and foolish people, like, Prabhupada. Yes, so we shouldn't be considering ourselves on those lines only. Yes, but we should become more intelligent, and we should accept the Vedas, which tell us who is our father. The Vedas are like the mother who are telling us about the father, who is our spiritual father or a real father, Krishna. And who all about Krishna, whatever is that, we have to accept it as it is. Yes, and not get into deductive experimenting of knowledge. Yes, that's what Prabhupada is trying to say. Yes, who would like to read this further, this paragraphs? What we see in this universe? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Somebody?
Should I start, Mataji, or someone is reading?
Nobody's reading. You can read ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
If someone is reading, Mataji?
No one is raised hand, Mataji. You please continue.
Yeah.
Okay. What in this universe we are seeing imperfectly, and our knowledge is not perfect. We cannot count how many stars or planets are there. We cannot fully understand the material things exist around us, and therefore how we can understand the Supreme Lord who created this universe? This is not possible. Therefore, in the Brahma Samhita 5.34, it said, पन्तास्तु कोटिशतवस्त्रसम्प्रभम्यो वायो अथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानां सोऽपि अस्ति यत्प्रभतः सिमि अविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. It is space is unlimited, and the Brahma Samhita suggests suppose one travels by spacecraft for millions of years at the velocity of wind or even the speed of mind. Everyone knows that the mind is so swift that in even more 1,000th of a second, it can take us millions of miles. If we have seen something millions of miles away, the mind can go there immediately. But even if we can travel at that speed on a spacecraft manufactured by Muni Pungavana, the greatest scientist and the most thoughtful man, will that be perfection? No. The Brahma Samhita says, So api astiyat prabhata smit achintya tattva. Still, this creation will remain inconceivable to our understandings. And Krishna has created all these things. So, how can we study Krishna? If we cannot understand the things Krishna has created, how can we understand Krishna? It is not possible at all. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
So here Prabhupada is giving another example how it is impossible for us to understand Krishna or get to know Krishna perfectly. Yes. Why? Because when we are not able to understand the creations of Krishna, yes, this material creation which is around us, we are not able to understand that. So how do you expect to understand the creator who has created all that? Yes. And with our material knowledge, with our material senses and intelligent and understanding, it is impossible to understand that. We simple the stars, planets which we are visible to us, we are not able to count them also. Forget understanding them. Yes. So why this? And then he's quoting a verse from the Brahma Samhita, which it says that even if we travel in a spacecraft created by these material scientists, yes, which is running at a speed of the wind or the mind, yes, even then we will not be able to understand this creation. Yes. Why? Because it is inconceivable. Yes. It is beyond our understanding, material understanding. So when we are not able to understand the things created by Krishna, how do you expect to understand Krishna? Yes. So we shouldn't be getting into all these trouble of understanding Krishna, but accept Krishna as it is. Yes. The Vedas are telling he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Yes. So he is that, and he can do anything. Anything is possible from by Krishna. Yes, that acceptance is very important. Like, just surrender unto the Lord. Yes, Krishna, you are the Lord. You are the supreme Lord. Yes, that way. So here the mind and the wind is explained, like, Can you all remember anything related to the wind and the mind from the Bhagavad Gita? Yes.
Chanchalam hi mana Krishna Mataji. We can
Yes.
control the mind.
Yes.
Arjuna says that he can control the wind, but it is
Yes.
difficult to control the mind. Hare
Mind.
Krishna.
Yes. So when our Lord is explaining him the Ashtanga Yoga, how to control the mind and all the senses and all that. So in that was when in with Dwapar Yuga. Yes, in Dwapar Yuga, Arjuna is saying, he's such a brave warrior. He's saying I can control the wind, but controlling the mind is not in my this. I will never be able to control my mind. Yes, so this yoga which you're telling me, I will not be able to do that. Yes, and that was when it was in Dwapar Yuga. But people in this Kali Yuga, they think they are able to control their mind, like, through doing yoga and all that. Yes, so the mind is so swift that it travels, like even we just sitting here, some word or something we see, and then our mind is going much back or forward, like, we go many years back also. Oh my, it's this happened, like, in just a second of a this, you reach where, like, oh my, what am I doing, like, and then you come back to your senses and said, okay, fine, like, that way. I hope you all have experienced such things in your lives also. Yes, just some word you read or you hear something.
Yes, Mataji.
And then this happened, this, it's a connection list, and then you realize, my, what am I doing, like, and what I'm going to get from all this, like, that way. Yes, so this is how the mind travels, like, so maybe we had time up. Just how many? Two more paragraphs. We'll complete these two more paragraphs.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Mataji.
So that then
Yes,
this
Mataji.
slope will be over. Okay, fine.
Shall I read,
Somebody
Mataji?
could read immediately the two
Shall I
paragraphs.
read?
Yes.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, go ahead.
Therefore, the mentality of Vrindavana is the perfect status of mind for devotees. The inhabitants of Vrindavana have no concern with understanding Krishna. Rather, they want to love Krishna unconditionally. It is not that they think Krishna is God and therefore I love him. In Vrindavana, Krishna does not play as God. He plays there as an ordinary covered boy, and although at times he proves that he is the supreme personality of Godhead, the devotees there do not care to know it. Kunti Devi, however, was not an inhabitant of Vrindavana. She was an inhabitant of Hastinapura, which is outside Vrindavana. The devotees outside Vrindavana study how great the inhabitants of Vrindavana are, but the inhabitants of Vrindavana don't care to know how great Krishna is. That is the difference between them. So, our concern should be simply to love Krishna. The more we love Krishna, the more we shall become perfect. It is not necessary to understand Krishna and how he creates. Krishna explains himself in Bhagavad Gita, and we should not try to understand much more. We should not bother very much to know Krishna. That is not possible. We should simply increase our unalloyed love for Krishna. That is the perfection of life. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat
Yes,
Pranams.
thank you, Mataji. So here, finally, Prabhupada is concluding, like, how we should express our love for Krishna, like the Vrajvasis, who are not getting into any speculation and any trouble of understanding, is Krishna really God? Yes, he has performed this very powerful Leela and all that, all this thing. So yes, he is Krishna. Oh no, he's not, like, this, that. No, getting into all those speculation. Don't waste your time there. Just see how you can love Krishna and express your love for Krishna unconditionally. Yes, what does Rupa Goswami say about bhakti in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu? Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavratam. Yes, it should be anyabhilashita, no abhilasha at all. I don't want anything from you, Krishna, for the bhakti which I am doing, and it should not be covered by jnana or karma. Yes, it should be totally unalloyed bhakti. Yes, I know you, I love you, so I just want to love you more. I don't want to get into any speculations, no trouble of understanding, nothing. Yes, you are Krishna, I love you, and this is how I want to perform my bhakti. So we shouldn't be wasting our time in all these things. Rather, we should be concentrating or utilize our time in how we can express our love more for Krishna, increase it more. Yes, how can we serve Krishna more? Yes, this is what is perfection. This is how we can perfect our life and perfect our bhakti. Yes, so Kunti Maharani is comparing herself with the this, like, she's not a Vrindavan Vasi, but she's trying to see that I become like the Vrindavan Vasis and I love Krishna similar to how the Vrindavan Vasis are loving him. Yes. They may be knowing that he's Krishna, he's the supreme personality of God, but and they least care about it. You just know that he is our Krishna and he's there in front of us, he's performing all the different this, and we love him and we want to love him more. That's the only concern they have. Yes. So similarly, we also, if we want to perfect our bhakti, perfect our life, then we also should be loving Krishna unconditionally. Yes. And not get into the trouble of knowing him more about it. Yes. Whatever he has told about himself in Bhagavad Gita, we should accept it as it is. Therefore, Prabhupada names his Bhagavad Gita as Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yes, as accepted by how Krishna has told us, we are accepting it as it is. We are not speculating, we are not putting our own interpretations, nothing. Yes, so this is how we should be performing our bhakti, and we should try to. Yes, we should try to. We are trying to. Yes, we may not become perfect, but at least we should try to perform in that way. Yes, surrender ourselves completely to Krishna like the Vrajavasis, and accept him as the supreme personality of Godhead, and express our unalloyed love towards him. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So from tomorrow, the next 15th verse would start. Yeah. Thank you. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद
वैष्णव वृंद
की
की
जय।
जय, श्रीला
श्रील प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद की
की
जय।
Thank you, Mataji.
ग्रंथराज
Thank you so
भागवत
much.